Yo, what's good, YouTube family? It's your man Saint for real, for real. If you ain't saying it twice, you ain't saying it right. Back at it like a crack addict, people. I'm like bed bugs, you jokers. Y'all can't get rid of me. So what's really good, huh? Man, today I heard a conversation, and I kind of understand the point, and then it kind of throws me off at the same time. People were talking about job hoppers. In the trucking world, I kind of understand the point. You know, if you have a company and then you got all of these applications in front of you, you looking at them and you're like, okay, well, this person in the last, year has had 3 jobs or 4 jobs. You looking at them like, man, they probably ain't gonna stay here. So, you look at one and it's like, okay, this person stayed on that job for 2 years or 3 years. More than likely, you're gonna lean towards the person that, was at their job for a greater length of time. But on the other hand, I would say that, once again, everything ain't for everybody. Recruiters have a nasty reputation for telling drivers or potential drivers what they want to hear. Yeah, come on over to such and such company. We'll give you 90 cents a mile and you'll get 3,000 miles a week without fail. And we don't have no down times. We always got freight. You'll be home every weekend or whenever you ask for it. It's all kinds of things that can be promised to you. And in that with that being said, you'll go and you thinking that you're going to get all of these great rewards and everything is going to be, lovely. You get there and you work. Maybe the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, things are smooth, but then all of a sudden, you're not getting 3,000 miles. You're getting 1,500 miles. You're not getting that 90 cent a mile that you thought you was going to get. You're getting 30 cent a mile. So, things will back you into a corner. I'm one of the ones that like to harp about sticking with a company for your first year, understanding that when you're going in, you're going to get the bottom line stuff. You're not going to make a whole bunch of great miles. In the beginning, you will, because they want you to be baited in. They want you to get those great miles. But after you're there for a little while, most of the time, you'll find that the miles seem to fall off and, go in other directions. That's any trucking company, not harping on any one starter company or puppy mill companies is what I call them, because they pump out so many new students that it seems to be impossible for them to get the proper training, in my eyes, in my opinion. But going back to the original point of job hoppers, as you get experience in truck driving, as you move along through this whole experience, someone who has been with one company, they started their career at this company and they're still at that company 5 years later, 10 years later, that's great. I say kudos to that person for, sticking it out at that company and all of that kind of stuff. But I would say a person that has been through several different companies, not saying that that's a great thing, but the experience to me is more. Let's say a person starts out as a tank driver. They drive in tankers for 10 years, 15 years. That's great. That's beautiful experience, but they don't know anything about flatbed. They don't know anything about reefer. They don't know, what I'm saying? So it's like, to be able to cross-train and expand your whole field of knowledge is not a bad thing. If you go from one company and you stay there for a certain amount of time and you find that it's not working for you and you wind up going to another company and maybe that company don't work out for you, people are going to give you a bunch of grief about it. Me personally, I say don't sweat it. You're gonna do what you're gonna do and find a spot that works and makes you comfortable. If it takes you 2 or 3 companies to do that, so be it. You know, everybody don't find a perfect match the first time. You know, that love at first sight thing might not be a great thing. The grass is not always greener. We could run down the whole list of sayings. So, but that's all I had. You know, that's what I wanted to put out there. That it's not a bad thing that if you have 2 or 3 jobs in your first year because you're trying to find some place that you are comfortable with. Once you do find that comfortable spot, stay there and get your years of experience built up so that your resume looks right when you do decide that it's time to move on. All right? That's all I got for you. Thanks for stopping by. Live with no regrets, people. Thanks, Ma.
With a rock, but do it slow. Wait, swag out on the floor, nay, real quick, hit that elbow and hit that Super Mario. With a rock, but do it slow. Wait.